All right, everybody. So we are here today talking to the Nicholas Patty,
Yes,
Nicholas
of
Andrew
course.
Patty, actually. All right, Nick. So what can you tell us about your thesis topic? Where are you? What are you looking into? What have you found, and where are you going? Let's start there.
Well, in the beginning, I started researching video games and just their overall benefits
And I'm
because,
gonna cut you off right there. Why?
wow.
Can you tell us why?
Yes, that's what I was getting to if you'd let me finish.
I was scared.
Okay, so I started just researching their general benefits because I feel like parents and lots of other people have the idea that video games are ruining our children and
Interesting.
that the
It's very
reason
interesting.
for all the violence is because of video games and their violence, even though they're not real. So then I narrowed it down to I found an article on how it was helping with PTSD patients. So then I researched into deeper, more scholarly websites and found that it was being used for things such as PTSD, anxiety, depression, compulsive disorders, stroke rehabilitation, and lots of other disorders and reasons.
Interesting. So it's very interesting that you found something like that. It's very unique. I didn't know this about video games. Being a fellow gamer, that's very interesting. So, well, what exactly about gaming do you think it is that has this link? Is there anything you know of, or where exactly? What has your research told you about this?
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot of research out there about why video games help, and I haven't found it yet. I'm sure there is some. Um, but I think one of the main reasons that it helps people with for stroke rehabilitation is that it is people actually want to play video games, so they're motivated to go back and repeat the process instead of just standard therapy, which can be boring and monotonous. So
Interesting, interesting. So, I'm assuming, like you just said, there's research out there. You have to find it. Is that where you're going with your research? Well, what direction are you taking this in? Are you
yeah,
just still digging? Do you have an idea of what what is in your mind of the future of this topic?
well, I definitely want to keep digging and find other studies and research, but I definitely want to find out why and how it affects the brain because I feel like that would be a major breakthrough in my thesis, and that would really help me understand what's going on. So yeah, that's definitely where I want to go.
All right. Just as an expansion question, are you looking at this from the aspect of how video games affect the brain, or are you looking about the benefits of the therapy? Because I could see how they could be two different things. So you're looking more towards the therapeutic rather than the stimulus in the brain.
Yeah, for now at least I'm looking at just the general therapeutic benefits. If there turns out to be a lot of information on how it affects the brain and that interests me, then I'll go that way.
All right.
But for now, I'm just looking at the therapeutic benefits.
And I've heard things about this. For example, a veteran coming back from Afghanistan, PTSD, just can't sleep, very on edge, plays a game such as Call of Duty, helps him cope, puts him back in control. Kind of, what would you say? There's a word I'm looking for. Anyways, he starts to become a little bit numb to the sensation. Now, are you finding that many of these tests were done with, for example, first-person shooters, games like Call of Duty, or are we talking more like games like Portals, where it's a brain game? You have to think about what you're doing. Anything like that?
The games are sort of like Call of Duty, but they change it a little bit to the person's specific situation, and it's more of just like a virtual reality where they're going through the scene. Some of them have been they're actually playing a game,
Hmm.
but a lot of the ones for PTSD have been focused more on just reliving the process and learning how to process their emotions.
So it's very objective-based games, games that might be designed specifically for you.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Anything else you'd like to add on the topic? Anything you found interesting you'd like to share? Any sort of little tidbits of information or questions you'd like to ask or have been thinking of?
I don't really think so.
All right.
I think it's good.
I have a question for you.
All
They
right.
say up in Nicholas Land there is absolutely no starvation.
Nope.
No, none.
No, none. In fact,
Rumor.
I can show you a grocery store filled with groceries and all sorts of fruits and vegetables and a little chubby kid standing outside.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, this is just one. I got this on my Twitter account before we set this up. What is your favorite song?
Uh, Probably something like Katy Perry.
Really?
Yeah,
Me too, dude.
interesting. Do you think? No, I don't think I should ask. Never mind.
Yeah, gonna be best friends.
Yes, yes, please.
And there you have it, folks. Nick Janoon is here today. Thank you for joining in to the I don't know what we call this show. Bye.
Bye.